Challenges. I feel like lately I've been doing too many of them, but every time I do try to do one, the start of it, I feel this high that I don't feel from anything else. And I think I want to talk about that a little bit. The high from challenges, the high that I get from challenges. It all kind of started about a year ago when I began mostly my push-up and pull-up challenge. I think that was the one that sort of got me going. And then also 100 days of playing piano by ear. So that one plus doing 100 push-ups and 50 pull-ups for 30 days straight and doing it every single day. It started this series of doing challenges where whenever I started one, and I think it was the success of that challenge actually, of doing it every single day for 30 days, that really pushed me and said, and told me like, yes, I can do this. I can do something extremely difficult and taxing to my body and also my mind, and I can succeed. But lately I've been kind of failing a lot for random challenges. For instance, the Amazon affiliates challenge, I quit basically halfway through because I really disliked the structure of, I was doing it off of a course and the course wasn't very good, to be honest. And then past that, I also was doing a singing, or before that I was doing a singing challenge, and I stopped doing that because I timed it so poorly that I ended up doing it while I was doing my audiobook for voiceovers. And voiceovers took a long time and I had to record, and then for some odd reason, I was getting the most voiceover freelance work I've ever gotten in my life during that time period too. So it was like this triple whammy of working on the singing challenge, working on my audiobook for the voiceovers, and then working on like so many voiceover projects. And my voice literally was dying. I could not keep it up. I had to quit that challenge as well. So it died at 15 as well, day 15. And I plan on eventually getting that back up, probably after I finish the audiobook. But because it was really fun, honestly. I felt so good when I was doing it, the singing challenge. And I really want to get back into it. But right now I am doing the Japanese challenge, which is learning 300 kanji in 30 days, kanji. And it feels good as well. Oh my gosh, this thing is like vibrating. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. Anyways, so 300 days, 300 kanji in 30 days, and I've been feeling really good, actually. I've been feeling like my brain's on fire. This is a challenge that feels really fun to do. I'm excited about it when I do it as well. It's day 9 of this challenge, and I do feel like it's kind of stabilized. Like I don't feel as much of the high as usual. But this time for sure, I'm going to like 100% like complete this challenge, no matter what. I think what needs to happen if I want to keep up or make use of this high, make the best use of it, I need to finish the challenge and stop quitting halfway through. I think this time around, there's nothing that will stop me because the limitation is just my brain. And I feel like my brain is more than capable of just continuously learning. I actually haven't done as much of this lately because I've been more focused on the Japanese challenge. And I do think that whenever there's a lot of input, like my brain is working on just a lot of learning, I feel like I don't have as much of a need to think and do output. It's like, I think it's just attention. That's it, actually. So when I go to the gym now, instead of thinking about video ideas or like what I should talk about or what's on my mind and writing it down and then doing these videos, instead of doing that, I kind of just study kanji the entire time while, on the treadmill, while working out or whatever, in between sets, sometimes during sets if it doesn't require too much attention. So it really is just attention. And I think the challenge is what makes me feel, one of the reasons why it makes me feel so good is because it's like a way for me to put my attention somewhere and really, really focus up. Why is it doing this? Oh my gosh. This thing is much harder to use than I thought. I don't know if it's just like bad technique because I just got it, but let me show you guys actually. Turn around, please. There we go. So yeah, I mean, I talked about this in the previous video, but like if you see myself going off frame, it's because of this thing, because I suck at using this thing. That's the reason. Okay, so let's do this again. Yeah, I don't know if it's just me though. I don't like, I like taking the responsibility and trying to do better, but like sometimes this thing just goes off on its own and I feel like I can't do anything about it. Let's see if I can move this up like this and maybe it'll be better. But yeah, I really want to complete this challenge this time around, and attention being put towards that, it feels good. It feels nice to have like a solid goal and just fight for it and work on it day in, day out. Sort of like the audiobook and then also the Japanese practice. It's just, it feels very simple and peaceful right now. I think me dropping piano for now, temporarily, and only the freelance work has slowed down primarily because I set myself as unavailable for on Fiverr on my profile, so nobody could place an order for a while. It's back to being available right now, so I got an order, and I need to do it, but having that break was very nice. I kind of needed it. I felt like I was just being overwhelmed, and this period of time where I'm just working on this challenge and working on my audiobook, just two things, right, that I need to think about. It feels very, very simple. And then I'm also exercising. I'm doing the splits with my friend, which has been really nice. And so I guess three things, but in a way it feels like two because I don't know, the splits thing doesn't take that much energy in my opinion. It kind of just feels natural, like walking. It feels like walking, so I don't have to think about it. But I do really want to add piano back in, but at a certain point, yeah, I'm gonna have to like work on the balance of things. But in terms of feeling the high from challenges, I really, really enjoy it. And the goal right now is basically just to complete this challenge so that we can, like I said, make the best use out of the high. But I encourage anyone to try your best or try out a challenge because yeah, this framework and this structure is probably the best I've ever performed in using this structure and framework. Okay, that's it for this one. I just wanted to mention that. I feel like every time I do a challenge, it makes me feel so good, actually. And I think a part of me attributed it to Zero Entertainment at some point. I was just like, yeah, it's because I'm not consuming entertainment that I feel this good and things are clear. But I think it's actually more so doing a challenge that makes me feel that good, not necessarily Zero Entertainment. It just so happened that it coincided, and I mean, maybe the combination of it too was like max productivity and max like feeling good. Okay, that's enough. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.